So let's talk about offices, right? Like, I don't care what office you've ever gone to. You discover that most offices are just not worth it. Like most offices will tell you this is the central base of that. In fact, I'll say about 80%, 90% of offices are not just worth it. And truthfully, I don't like offices. Offices are depressing. Let me just say it right now. Offices are depressing. The people in there are depressing. They are all depressed. None of them are depressed. Like, you go to an office. I'm actually a police being inspired today. That's why I'm making this video, because sometimes you go to an office, they take so much time to attend to you. I say they have so much work. Why they're just trying to heal their ego. And you don't just get the I just don't get the point. I just don't get the point. And my hate for offices are just it's constantly increasing. Like, I really don't want offices for my the companies I'm growing. I don't want offices. Nah, I don't want offices. I want it remote. That's even why I'm bullish on the remote work issue, because I know remote work is super important. If people can work from home, they'll feel better. I'm not saying some days. I'm not saying it should be hybrid. Actually, hybrid is a fun mix, because if you're working in a hybrid space where some days you spend it at home, some days you spend it in the office, at least you feel this kind of this energy that sometimes you're at home, you feel it, and you can bring it to the office, and then you can take it back home. Like, energy is positive. Like, overall, the energy is positive. But then you come to those working full time in offices. Most of them are they look very sad and very depressing. I just don't like offices. Like, whenever I have something to do in an office, if I can't pay someone to do it for me, I just feel like my day is over, my day is done. My day is, you feel with so much pity. You say that way. You feel so much pity because, like, truthfully, when you feel hate from someone, you feel it, you actually feel it, that this person hates you. The true feeling you have for that person is pity, because if you've actually done nothing wrong, then the person is just super ignorant. Like, let's just say it like that. The person is just ignorant. So I was thinking about it, and I was talking about it to someone. I was talking about how offices are super depressing, and how people working in offices are all depressed, all gay, all just sad people. All they do all day is talking. When you even think about it, most people in offices, I'm not saying all of them, of course I'm not. If you know yourself, you know yourself better. I don't know you as much as you do. So I'm not talking about everybody, but most people in office, what do they even do? What do they even spend their time doing? And my sister she once went to an office. She was working with someone in a company somewhere, and she tell me how they spend their time chit chatting. All of them are gossiping left and right and center. They are waiting for the next person to enter the office for the next subject of discussion. Like all those kind of gay stuff. Like, oh, that's gay. It's all gay. It's all this gay. And they don't really do anything important. All that for what? Just to sign documents. So yeah, old could do that job for you. Like, if you can't really do the job, if you can't even just sign the documents, the documents they want you to sign, like give it to a 2-year-old, let him do that work for you. I don't even know what you're doing there. So I just wanted to just rant on offices, and I was just seeing how offices are. They'll get useless by the day, I assure you. Offices are going to be useless in less than no time. Offices will be super useless very soon. And in fact, not all. And not everybody working in an office will be useless, of course. But most offices are going to be useless. And most people working in offices are going to be pretty much useless. They are useless right now, So, it's funny I say that, which is actually true. And only people that are going to come for this video are those that know it's true. So I'm not really bothered. I'm not really bothered at all. I just want to talk about offices. I don't care wherever you are. In fact, especially in places that are kind of corrupt, it's just worse there. But I don't know. I don't care wherever you are. Those offices are just so. There's so much lack of organization. They are so disorganized. So many issues with offices. I think many things are going to go remote. Many things are going to go remote because of there's high efficiency. The efficiency is just higher when you're remote, especially if someone is very conscious of what he does. The efficiency is just going to the roof compared to what they do in offices. And then the productivity, right? Like efficiency, that all that goes alike, right? Efficiency and productivity. But again, the mental health, because when people wake up and go to offices, like the reason they attack the 9 to 5, like I'm just going into this because it's true. The reason they attack the 9 to 5, everywhere you see, escape the rat race, the 9 to 5. It's not because of the fact that you're actually having a job. They're not even attacking any specific job or any specific company. They attack the 9 to 5 because they know how much of a mental grind it is to wake up every single day and go in for 9, come back at 5, and go in for a job that starts at 9 and ends at 5. So that's why the 9 to 5 is under attack. It's not because of the fact that they of whatever office, right? It's because of the fact that waking up every day and going to a certain job, and sometimes maybe also the boss is also someone kind of nosy, kind of just not the kind of boss they like and everything. So it just makes the 9 to 5 a very hard grind, and people just, that's why the 9 to 5 is under assault. Like actually at the moment, the 9 to 5 online, type it here, escape the rat race, 9 to 5, escape the 9 to 5, work on it for yourself. And I didn't want to get into this. Like I was talking earlier about offices, but I don't think most people should work for themselves. In fact, what do you even work for yourself? This is just a comment I'm just making on this fact of working for yourself. You're not working for yourself. You're working for your customers. Like you don't work for it. Nobody works for himself. In fact, unless you are paying yourself, which is you're actually already rich. But if you're not rich, you can't work for yourself, right? I hope this makes sense. You can't work for yourself. You work for other people. And sometimes the other people you're working for are your boss. Like you have a boss, one boss who controls your work, or manager whatsoever, or you have customers who are your bosses, of course, because if you are delivering a service or you're delivering a product to your customers, there's a quality standard, right? It makes them the boss, because if that quality standard is not met, they're like, no, I can't pay you for this job. Same as the boss is like, no, the job is not done, start all over again or whatsoever, right? So they work for they escape the 9 to 5 and work for yourself. Stay away from that. Stay from people trying to tell you to escape the 9 to 5 and work a job. I'm not even saying that you shouldn't go there, but I'm saying the whole concept is not even real. I hope you understand. Like I hope it's making sense. Because if you even start working for yourself, you discover that you will not even work from 9 to 5. You work from 6 to 6 in most cases. Like it's that much of a grind. From the time you're up, you're working, from the time to the time you get to maybe bed, and sometimes you need some time to rewind down because of the day was so stressful. Especially if you're working for customers, delivering a specific service or product, something like that. It's very hard. So, like sometimes it's even better to have one boss than to have 10, right? So, this just makes logical sense. Imagine you have 10 bosses and have one boss. It's just better to have one boss and do it with the one boss. So, I wasn't talking about the 9 to 5 as a whole. In fact, I was talking about the office, and I was trying to say, to make it clear that people working in offices are doing nothing so special that a 5-year-old can do. Signing documents can be done by a 2-year-old, and if they can't do their job better, I probably think machines are going to do the job for them. So, don't let me end this video before I go too far.